And moving on to our last story this hour, the Spanish government has approved an agreement which authorizes the establishment of a permanent U.S. military base in the country. The base is located in the town of Morón de la Frontera in Spain's southern province of Seville. It's said to be used by U.S. troops for rapid reaction missions in Africa. Under the agreement, the U.S. military will be allowed to station up to 3,000 troops at the base and increase its number of aircraft to 40. Madrid and Washington are to formalize the agreement during a visit by U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry to Madrid on Monday. The two sides have a defense partnership deal that dates back to 1988. Let's discuss this further with Isaac Biggio, political commentator from London. Thanks for your time there, sir. Mr. Biggio, the talks of a U.S. AFRICOM base in Spain were going on for quite some time. But why did Madrid agree to such a base, and why was Spain chosen for the purpose?
Well, these bases have more than 50 years, but now the United States is going to multiply by 3 the number of aircraft and troops. And this agreement came only a few days after the elections. They didn't want to have this debate before the elections because the People's Party did very bad last Sunday. So after the elections, they want to increase the number of U.S. troops in Sevilla. Why they need this base? Because they need to patrol Africa, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Middle East. And that area, southern Spain, is quite strategic. They are not in Africa, so they are not in risk. They are in Spain, which is relatively secure for attacks from other for terrorist organizations or from anti-imperialist groups. And so they will use these bases to attack Libya and to patrol Africa and to make more interventions in Iraq and in Syria and in the Middle East.
Some analysts say the U.S. needs more bases in Africa to counter the rivals' influence there, like the growing ties between Africa and China. Does this mean creating artificial chaos like violence and coups to affect any country willing to open its doors to China and the likes of China?
Well, the military bases in Spain are focused on Africa, and not only because the United States is afraid of China. That's true, no? Because the United States is also afraid of rebellious movements, of a movement that can criticize the traditional French, U.S. and British presence in Africa. So they are very worried about that. They are also very worried about growing Muslim militancy and growing protest all over the Black Continent and Africa.
All right, Isaac Biggio, political commentator from London. Thanks for your time there, sir.